Godzilla!
Okay. So before we do anything spoilerish, let's mention like a spoiler-free thing.
Spoiler-free?
Yeah. So what are you guys' thoughts on it? Spoiler-free. Spoiler-free. Yeah.
My spoiler 1 and
I can
2
English.
would be...
Your car has a spoiler.
It does.
I won't put a spoiler in my truck.
Okay. What's the spoiler-free stuff?
Soundtrack's cool.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I did like the
Soundtrack's
soundtrack.
very good.
Yeah. Let's see.
I wish they did more with,
Surge Tankian?
yeah,
That's
actually
what I
I do.
want more of.
Yeah.
Have him do the entire OST.
He's every actor, actually. And actor.
Oh.
Not another, like, Eddie Murphy movie. No,
It's
but
like Medea, but Surge Tankian.
Oh, God. But the, the Rebel guy or whatever?
Rebel dude.
Arab? No. Ahab? No.
No, Rebel. Like the guy that had taken the mother and daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of wish they did more with him because he's a great actor. He was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But yeah, other
I like
than
his
that,
voice.
I'm just gonna call him Ahab because he reminded me of Moby Dick.
He almost looked like those dudes from the Brotherhood of Steel, the educational dudes.
Oh yeah, he did look like a Brotherhood scribe.
Yeah. And
Brotherhood scrub, am I right? Couldn't hit a moving target.
You got him, dude.
but
Actually, he never did shoot a gun, did
No, I think he put somebody in a chokehold once.
he? Yeah. Haven't we all though?
no.
Oh.
But I think I'll give it probably like a 9 or something, because
On what scale? Compared to other movies or other Godzillas?
compared to other Godzillas.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's that actor.
There he is. Let's get an autograph.
I give it a 7.5.
But why? The reason why mine is so high is because I'm just coming from just a childhood of watching all those and all the references of the movies in that, and it just I don't know, because whatever I was like going over, I was beating this shit out of your chest. I was like, man, that happened.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it like for entertainment, I'll give it like an 8.5. But like for like an overall movie, if I was going to blindly and I didn't give a shit about Godzilla, actually I'd probably give it like a 6 or something. Just because the story is kind of like bullshitty. If you didn't know anything about Godzilla and you didn't know like the throwbacks and shit, you're like, well, this is fucking stupid.
Well, that's convenient because I can't even spell kaiju. This is my first Godzilla movie. I was going to give it a 6, but because of some of the members of the theater, I'm going to give it a 7.
Why does that up your movie
experience? Was there like a
experience?
naked chick there or something that I missed?
No, there was this one woman.
She gave him my hand.
There was this woman, probably about row H, J maybe, far back to the left, who, whenever anything even remotely unexpected happens, every time,
Oh.
like, actor appears. It was great. She was so funny.
You enjoyed it.
She was probably a plant. They probably put her there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a hollow, dude.
That isn't related to the movie.
Yeah, he's just playing with Pokemon cards. Don't mind him.
What?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
That's a foil mythic.
all right.
What? You're just fucking with me.
Well, anyway,
That looks like
Because it is.
onto the spoiler stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get off my chest.
Hang on. So we're done with the spoiler.
Yes. I will blare like an air horn or something.
I mean, it's
in
not
the
like
video.
you can put an annotation in the video.
Yeah,
Because
but
they got rid of those.
some people might be listening like just by their ears and not actually even watching the
I
video.
listen
though.
by my ears usually.
Shut up. But
That's a good
okay,
point.
spoiler free is done. Spoiler. First thing I want to say, get off my chest, is there was one thing that I hated in this movie.
What is it? Because I'm curious. Because I also had a couple things.
When they had, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 moments where human is laying on the ground looking up at the monster and they're like, oh, what's gonna happen? Then all of a sudden Godzilla comes in and edge spears them out of nowhere.
Usually is Godzilla, yeah.
And
It's always Godzilla.
and like those moments just kind of, I was like, okay, this is way, there's too many times where this happens.
Yeah.
And by the
Is
final
that a staple
time,
of Godzilla?
no.
Godzilla just goes wherever the fuck he wants usually.
I'm in a staple of the Godzilla movies.
And
Godzilla just doesn't give a shit.
And
people just die. And he's like, oh.
The final one where woman Emma or whatever her name is.
Which one's Emma?
There's quite a few women.
I thought you were just playing with your nipples back there.
No, it's a soda. Well, it's not soda.
The final one where Ghidorah was about to eat her or whatever. Ghidorah was like very.
Hold on. Ghidorah, is that the triple-headed Hydra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trigender dragon.
Trigender dragon.
I loved it when the middle head bit the right head.
Yeah.
I did like those interactions. I thought that show was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It
was like very realistic.
That poor right head, dude. It didn't get any mercy.
That was the first one that got ripped off.
The first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Godzilla. Got it.
I really did like their depiction of Ghidorah, though. That's like the first time where they showed him to be like a snake, like a rattlesnake. Like his tail was.
Oh, I noticed
like
that.
a rattle like a snake. Yeah.
I was wondering what those appendages were.
Yeah.
Before he used them.
I was expecting him to use those tails as like a club or something.
He did once. He did once when he was first woken up and he's like chasing those humans, and then the very first thing he did was slam that tail into the ice, and then that's the last time he used them.
That was probably more just trying to get leverage to walk or something.
Speaking of walking with Ghidorah, I loved how they used his wings to get around,
Yeah,
like an actual animal like that would use if he was real.
Yeah.
But like the old Ghidorahs, they just kind of stood straight up like 90 degrees, just straight up in the air. And no, dude. I don't like energy drinks.
Smell it, dude. It smells like you're drinking vape juice.
It tastes like I am, actually.
And another thing which I don't know if it's really a gripe because it ended up being pretty good anyways, but one thing that I didn't like was the ending of the movie where...
That guy's tall.
That's a big boy!
He's like 7 feet tall.
Where's his fucking horse he rode in on?
He's as tall as I am, and I'm sitting in a truck.
Oh, you better park your carriage back there. Somebody's still over here.
Take me home!
West Virginia!
Alright.
But when Godzilla was nuking out, just bulking...
Towards the end?
When he did...
Explosion?
I really wanted him to use, like, his red breath from the old movies.
Oh. Yeah, that should have been pretty cool.
And, I didn't know you could do that.
Like, they had a bunch of... Since they were going with that theme of having a bunch of homages to the old movies, I was expecting that to...
Okay,
homages.
Hang on. All right, to this like review or whatever, let's start out from beginning to end. So the beginning of the movie...
I really like the part where...
I'm just talking about it. I don't care about being chronological with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
easier for people to follow.
But,
True, but...
Is that worthy of a butt?
Yeah, but since they showed a number of things, they showed the oxygen destroyer, which I started beating the hell out of your shoulder over.
Because is that a throwback?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, because
tell him about the.
Yeah, how does that work?
The oxygen destroyer was in the first Godzilla movie, which killed the first Godzilla.
Okay.
Well, you mean the first Godzilla movie ever?
Yes, the 54 movie.
54?
Yes, they killed the guy in the costume. but
there was no guy in the costume.
They put him in a chokehold.
Not this time. The credits.
Oh no! That's why he was remembered.
The Scott said is like, is this where the guy in the costume comes out of Godzilla?
Yeah.
There's a scene in like one of the Godzilla movies where you can see a guy spinning up.
I showed it to you. I showed it to you. The outline of the dude's face.
What I was talking about.
Oh my god.
Which form is this Godzilla?
But yeah, that oxygen destroyer killed the first Godzilla. But they also had another movie called Godzilla vs. Destroyer, where that oxygen destroyer actually birthed a new monster.
Okay, so hold on. Oxygen destroyer. Does it use oxygen to destroy, or does it destroy all?
It destroys the oxygen.
Okay.
And it birthed new monsters, so it's making me think.
The ocean didn't turn into hydrogen, so there was still oxygen.
Oh.
Shut up, dude.
It was making me think that for the next movie, in the Kong movie, they're gonna bring back Destroyer.
So those are the same universe?
They might set him up.
Yeah.
Where Destroyer might come back. Holy shit, what a doucher.
I don't know.
Oh,
it's just
tribal tattoo and everything, dude.
And another thing that they...
Hey, roll down your window and be like, where's your man bun, bro?
Oh. not everybody that has a woman has a man bun. That isn't a requirement.
I'm talking about like the fucking
Yeah, dude.
tight shirt, tribal tattoo.
No.
The
The
fucking
tribal
Mustang,
tattoo really.
like the gay blue Mustang. Like I don't know, dude. Like
But so this is gonna be the title of this video is gonna be called like Travis tries to derail the other two dudes from talking about other things that's happening outside the vehicle.
I'm just going with what you guys talking about.
yeah,
But
sure.
another thing that they talked or they showed that happened in the previous movie was when Mothra in this movie.
I fucking love Mothra in every single
That
scene
was-
that she's in.
That was cool.
Mothra flew down and like gave her energy to Godzilla, and
Is
that
what
happened in one of the older
It
movies.
was an energy transfer.
Yeah.
I thought it was just trying to protect him.
No,
Like
that
Mothra was fucking gorgeous.
she like sort of. It looked like she
I
almost
got
died
chills
on
every
top
time
of
she
him.
appeared.
Like,
Yeah.
I also like the leitmotif that they established, where every time like the music fades out and you hear an angelic choir, and
Yeah.
blue,
It's Mothra.
and it's like it's Mothra. There she is.
Dude,
Don't even have to show.
that one jump scare in the start of the movie.
With the bacon,
What?
where she burned the bacon.
That wasn't a jump scare.
Yeah, it was. She was like, "Oh shit!"
No, I'm talking about
That's when I knew the movie experience was gonna be good. When I heard her say, "Oh shit, the bacon," and the woman behind me gasped.
Well, no, what I'm talking about was when they were inside of that submarine. No, the oil rig.
Yes.
And then Godzilla, like, sort of pit maneuvered the oil rig and, like, bumped
Just
it.
circled it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about when they was deep in the water and there
That was
like
Godzilla.
Yeah.
yeah, when he's trying to intimidate
Yeah.
him.
I didn't know
and
he
then
could
it went
swim.
off and then and you're like, yeah, that shit was.
I didn't know he could swim. At that
And then
point
he
in
was
the
just
movie,
floating. The currents were
I
just
thought he
taking
just
him.
no. I thought he just walked along the sea floor.
There was literally a sonar sensor with the shape of Godzilla on it.
Yeah, but
Look,
I didn't
he's
know he was
floating
swimming.
about.
I thought he was just walking. Yeah, speaking of submarines, you remember when they were in the submarine? They're like, "Oh, we lost our GPS signal." No shit. Subs don't use GPS. The ocean.
I didn't catch that.
Oh,
they use
yeah.
sonar.
When they're down there like chilling in Atlantis.
Yeah, you. Atlantis.
That's what it
So
was.
was that Atlantis?
I don't know.
The
I just think
Atlantis?
it was just some random, like, civilization that
Yeah,
worshipped
Because
Godzilla.
it was vaguely Greek-Roman.
It might have been Atlantis, but they didn't say it. I was expecting the
They
dude to
never
say
gave
it.
it a name.
was
Yeah,
too.
they
I was
never name
expecting
dropped
the Sergeant Meme Lord to say it.
I love that guy, dude.
it. Can we be a little more
He's
specific?
pretty cool.
The white-haired dude
Yeah.
with
Oh,
the
so
glasses.
Scott.
He's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
He's just walking up there, about to check out guys. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Imagine if big spoiler. Imagine if he sacrificed himself.
We're in the spoiler zone.
I know. I'm just bigger spoiler, mega
The
spoiler.
biggest.
Godzilla size spoiler.
What if instead Scott sacrificed himself and he was just like, "Dude, what are you doing?" and then he sets off the nuke.
No, as Zerizawa was going into the area with Godzilla, he just moves him out of the way. What are you doing, dude?
Dude, when Grant Imahara from MythBusters, that's who he reminded me of.
What? No. That's
You talking about the female, the twins?
No,
No, he's talking about
Grant
Zerizawa.
Imahara.
Zerizawa. The
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
the let
that's-
them fight dude. Yeah.
Yeah. When he had his pocket watch out and it was clearly established that was an important thing to him, I was like, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
just dead. I felt like the movie really was choking on its tropes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It really was.
Like it was very derivative.
As I said
If I may
before,
sound like a
the thing with the humans falling to the ground and then then the
Absolutely.
monsters coming to try to
Big
attack
trope.
them, and then Godzilla saving the day over and over and over.
One thing I
Which
did
I liked
like,
it, but
I liked it when it first was done. The second time I was like, okay.
on a
we've had
rewatch,
enough.
on a rewatch, that's gonna get very annoying.
I like how they only once did they. It wasn't smoky. It's smoky now.
It's getting foggy, dude. Your doors are coming, dog.
I like the one. What is this person doing?
They're backing up. Oh my god!
What are they? Oh, okay.
Well, they're trying to get leverage. To
I
back up.
was worried.
Oh my
Let's
god!
not stare. She's already probably freaking out.
She's got that look on her face where she's like, please, nobody tell me anything.
White knuckling on the steering wheel.
Whoa!
Sorter sheath. Sorter sheath.
What?
Definitely a sword.
He's got a whammon.
Dude, fucking hippies, dude.
He's a sheath. She's the sword.
I won't grow my hair out.
Anyway.
Lose my job on purpose.
I like how only once did they use the trope where shit's really going down and like kind of like a dubstep song.
This
where
is called fucking shark crab.
Ben.
It's original.
Where the sound is like really pumping up and then it goes silent for a second as you see a crash happen. And what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that a misprint?
No.
So I can play both of those at the same time?
No.
Then what the fuck?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just more Magic the Pokemon trading card game.
Sorry.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
PTG. Pokemon trading card game.
Planeswalker, dude.
Magic the Pokemon.
Anyways.
Pokemon the Gathering.
Simi Mosaic.
Look at Puppy.
Oh my god. We really should just
Okay, what were we gonna say? What were we gonna say?
darken the windows. I liked how only once they use that trope where like it goes silent for a second and then as you see the crash happening and then the sound kicks in. Only once did I notice it.
What crash?
I don't remember what crash. It was probably an Osprey
my
or
God.
something. A sound crash is what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
love-
one part where something happened. I don't remember now.
Oh my
I think it was
God.
Mothra related. And like you can tell a ton of like explosions and yelling is happening, but the audio is completely cut.
Is that whenever she was glowing in the sky and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are like screaming like Emma or Leon or whoever was screaming.
But one other thing I really loved was the sound design of all this.
I like the sound.
Everything had a beefiness to it.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't. It felt like they took the monsters and just updated.
Oh
the
yeah.
Sounds and shit, which I really appreciated. And like in a not a goofy way. Like my problem with the older movies. And
Did you notice they used the old '54 Godzilla roar?
I did.
Yeah.
Like in the start of
Oh,
the
you wanna
movie
talk
and
about
like a couple
sound
other
design.
times.
Well, my problem with the older movies is they abuse the fuck out of all the monster roars.
Yeah,
Like, they
it was the
use
same
them
roar.
so much.
Ghidorah used that same over and over and over.
Yeah, that shit got annoying.
He only did it like 2 times in this.
I pointed it out to Ben and he didn't notice. Travis, did you notice the Wilhelm scream?
No, I didn't.
It was when I think Ghidorah was flying and like just one of the heads smashed one of the jets and there was a very faint Wilhelm scream in there.
That's
Like
awesome.
the Wilhelm scream.
Dude, I was wanting. So, okay, Rodan. They awaken Rodan, right?
Who's
And Rodan.
Is that the fire dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire.
Fire
pterodactyl.
demon.
The Rathian from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But when they're flying him towards Ghidorah, I was wanting him to go like I want him to acknowledge Ghidorah and then I'm going fucking full.
Yeah, the
Go-
people. Yeah.
Boom, boom! I wanted to go nuclear. I wanted him to go in and then have a big ass explosion and Ghidorah like, oh shit, dude!
Because
This little homie, he fights back.
Michael Dartery, the director, he kept on saying that Rodan was like a stealth bomber. I was expecting him to blow up. He never did.
I thought it
Travis,
was
you
gonna
know
happen that
stealth
scene.
bombers don't explode, they drop bombs.
Dude,
He
imagine-
never dropped bombs either, but...
Oh, okay.
Dude,
That's
imagine,
fair.
imagine the Japanese in Pearl Harbor had fucking stealth bombers.
Oh no.
And kamikaze. You wouldn't even fucking see because some things are flying so fast.
Dude, how short was their movie? They just walked in and out.
I think they just wanted popcorn and a drink.
God bless them, dude.
If you're wondering,
see.
audience, it's the douche we were speaking of without the man bun.
You don't know if he's a douche.
Dude, he drives a Mustang. He's got a half.
He's got a tribal tattoo.
He's got half
End
of
of
a half
discussion.
sleeve.
He's even flexing constantly.
He's got a half of a half sleeve of a tribal tattoo.
He rolled up his t-shirt.
And like,
No, he didn't. That's just because of his
Look
muscles.
at him, he's wearing short shorts. He's wearing sandals. He's not.
You're looking at the woman.
I'm just making shit up at this point.
Let's see. What
I
else?
like the narrative we're building here.
What else happened? They revived Godzilla with nukes.
I thought. Okay, so hold on.
That was so fucking quick.
Yeah.
OG Godzilla. He was attracted by the radiation, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. So he's like powered
Well,
by
in Shin Godzilla, he was made by it.
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla.
And wasn't he in
that the
Shin?
OG?
Wasn't he like tracking down like power plants or something? I can't remember.
I don't know if he was tracking down anything.
I don't think he was. I think he was just walking like in general
Yeah.
I just
directions.
remembered a couple things. There were a lot of scientific anachronisms, if I
What?
may use my big words. At one point, Ahab was talking about what?
Who are you talking about again?
Not terrorist. It's the guy who kidnapped the people.
Oh, the Brotherhood scribe dude.
Yeah, I'm calling him Ahab because
What's the actor's name for the audience?
I don't know.
He was in Game of Thrones, white-haired
Just
dude.
throw up a picture. if
He
you
was
care.
he was the Lannister father in Game of Thrones. Tyrion.
Yeah, but
No, was
everyone
Tyrion-
hates
no,
that
Tyrion
franchise
was
now.
I can't remember. No, but see, they killed him off. He was in there. The Lannister father was in there when the series was real good.
I know we're in spoiler zone, but not Game
Not
of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones spoilers. Whoops.
General spoiler warning across the board.
If you want to
Too
enjoy
late.
a story at any point in the rest of your life, don't.
Anyways,
One thing I
okay.
really
I mean,
liked.
I was making a point.
Yeah, you make your point first.
Ahab was giving a speech and it was like global pollution and I don't remember what else he was talking about. But when he was talking about pollution and it showed a picture of nuclear power plants,
Yeah.
the cleanest form of energy we have on the planet right now, they give off next to zero pollution. Period. And
That's
also, what was it? What'd you say?
I said that's funny.
Oh, yeah, I know.
like you are you talking about nuclear power?
Yeah,
plants?
nuclear power plants, that's just like propaganda from the 60s. They give off almost zero pollution whatsoever. That's just steam you see rising out of the smokestacks.
Yeah, it's just the pollution they do is like so small, but it's like so fucking deadly.
Well, yeah, true, but we have that shit on lockdown nowadays. But people are too scared of it.
You tell that to Fukushima, Japan, dude.
I don't think that was a power plant that did that.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was a
The
power
Fukushima-
plant explosion.
Mm-hmm. Or no, that is tsunami and it flooded the power plant or whatever, and they wasn't prepared for it.
So
and
I may or may not have confused that with the Hiroshima the bombings in World War II. Oops.
That's how they got those power plants, dude.
Whoops.
You bomb a place and
They
they're
just-
like, damn,
they
that's a
caught
pretty
the
good
bomb.
idea.
We'll scoop up all that radiation.
I see that taking it. It's like, damn, dude, that's pretty smart.
At the beginning of the movie, they made it a point to point out that the man whose name we all know, and it
Mark?
Is that it? Mark?
Wahlberg?
No, the
Who's
main
one guy?
character dude.
Yeah, the main
Oh.
dude.
Yeah, it's Mark.
Was it Marky Mark? Okay.
Yeah.
At the beginning, they made it a point to show that he likes wolves, and he was
Yeah.
like,
I don't understand why they showed that. I mean,
I think it was
I
to
guess
make,
it was just
to make the one point later on that first of all he's chilled out with his life because apparently he was a heavy drinker. They showed that he really likes wolves and he understands them.
Mm-hmm.
If he did, he would know that wolves don't have alphas and betas.
I thought they did.
No, the original researcher who proposed that theory himself declined that and pointed out that it was false. And it's more of a democracy than a leadership, if anything.
Well, I
And
mean,
then later
who's
on
gonna
in the
know
movie-
that?
I did.
That's you.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a fucking nerd who remembers useless trivia. But yeah, there's no such thing as like an alpha wolf.
Huh.
You
Well,
ever been in a wolf pack, dude?
he went to the TCAT. He went to the same college as us. That was a wolf pack.
I was like, God bless it, travesty. Anyways.
I really liked how they killed Godzilla.
With the Eniac.
Yeah, with the
bomb.
same thing that killed him first.
Ah,
yeah.
But they killed him by accident. He was friendly fire.
Well, the army was trying to kill both of
I
them,
wish
right?
the
Yeah.
main dude was like, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought they wanted to kill all Titans.
They did at first, but then
So the
But then
army,
the
the
dudes-
navy is Attack on Titan. And
but then the grunts were like, yeah, we shouldn't have done
you're looking
that.
at me like I made a pun. I don't know what you're talking about. So the Navy wanted to kill all the Titans.
Just the Navy?
The Army. I mean, it was mostly the Navy, right? They had an admiral.
The
for
Army
God's
and the
sake.
Navy are two different branches
I know.
of the
Yeah.
military.
They were like, we have the admiral on the line.
Politics now.
Oh.
They were at one point. They were like, we're getting a call from the admiral, and everyone shit themselves. So I'm assuming they're more concerned about the Navy.
But dude, I loved it whenever Ghidorah got on top of the volcano and like that trailer moment. But in the movie where the
I don't remember Ghidorah on the volcano.
he did after Rodan left.
Oh,
Ghidorah got
okay,
on top
okay.
of the volcano.
I probably just got them
And
confused.
then
Is that Drew?
oh my god, look like Drew and Daniel mixed together. But whenever all the other monsters started reacting and waking up to Ghidorah, I thought that was really cool.
Please that back.
All those unnamed monsters that we have no
they don't
idea
have
what their
names? Like the mammoth and the spider and
Yeah.
the...
I've never seen
I
that.
think their names flashed by.
What was the director's name?
Michael Dartery.
Yeah, those were Michael's OCs.
His original creations.
His fan characters. What else happened in the movie?
Well, Zerizawa died.
Is he a recurring character? Oh, obviously.
From the first movie.
Yeah.
He's the...
The first movie?
No,
The
I
first
think
modern
played-
movie?
I think
You
he
know
might
the crazy
actually
twist?
he
If
might
played the first Godzilla suit.
he might actually be related to one of the people in the older movies. I don't quote me on that, but I think that might actually
Wasn't
be.
he talking about,
Phenomenal
wasn't that
actor.
his grandfather's
I
watch
think
or
the
something?
pocket watch belonged to one of the people in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
movie or something. I'm not sure.
I thought that was the point.
Oh, I do have another gripe about the fucking main character. What's his name?
Mark?
Mark.
Marky Mark. Zuckerberg.
How he does everything. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
knows everything. He fixes everything.
Yeah.
I wish they lifted up to what's his tits, Asian dude. To where like it was like, no, what do you think? You're the one been studying Godzilla. Let them fight.
Like his notes, when he gives his notes at the end of the movie,
Why the fuck
near
does he
the
hate
end.
him?
Yeah, like how
No one looked at them.
he never
They
really
gave him-
talked that much better than everybody else knowledgeable about Godzilla. I mean, he did, but it was like, I don't know, maybe one or two moments where he was just kind of like, yo, don't kill them.
Yeah. He's more like an advisor.
Yeah, he's like the prime minister of Monarch.
I got some of the agendas mixed up. That's what I was trying to get at earlier.
Agendas.
Yeah, that's what it was. So the Navy / Army / government wanted to kill all the Titans.
Right.
That brings me to something else once you're
eco-terrorists-
done.
Okay. The eco-terrorists, that's what I'm going to call them. Ahab and his crew of scientist killers.
Yeah.
What was their objective? Wake them
You
all
know,
up?
they never even...
At first, it was they wanted to kill the monsters too,
Okay.
because that's what they said. Because they wanted, I can't remember how exactly they put it, but
So in that first scene where they were in the ice cave and they had the explosives, were they trying to wake it up or were they trying to kill it?
Wake it up.
so apparently,
So it
Because
killed?
they were using the orca to communicate with it to wake it up.
Okay.
If they
So
were trying
why
to
were
kill it,
trying
they
to wake
wouldn't be
up?
doing that. It's just because they were just trying to.
well, it seems like they switched their positions on
that
the whole matter.
they didn't know.
I feel like there was a lot of flip-flops.
they didn't
And
know
there were no
that.
shoes.
I was imagining all of them just walking with flip-flops. Like, I didn't hear a single fucking flip-flop.
They didn't know that Ghidorah was an alien at first.
Right.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I rolled my eyes pretty hard at that.
Ghidorah's always an alien.
I know. I thought everyone knew that.
Well, not in that
Have
universe.
you ever
That
seen a Ghidorah here, dude? That's alien, dude.
Okay.
okay.
So we're just supposed to forget that.
But bringing back to the character.
It's like Halloween 15 comes out. Oh my god, Jason's the killer.
Oh no.
Wait, Jason. Halloween
Yeah,
is Michael
Michael
Myers.
No, Jason from T-Cat.
Oh! Oh my God!
Why'd you
That
have to
was
use
that was such a stretch.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. I just got them confused. I was trying to do damage control. I was hoping you guys wouldn't point it
That
out.
would be a surprise. Jason,
That
what
would
are you
be a
doing
twist.
Here? Aren't you supposed to be in,
If
the
anybody
movies?
wants to know who that is, that's the person that makes our outro music.
Just throw up a picture of Hitler. He's got the same haircut.
What?
He's got the same haircut.
Just because he has the same views doesn't mean he has the same
Oh no! There's gonna be some peaks from that.
Just because he's right.
I need like a bunch of foam for this with us.
Yeah,
getting
we
that
didn't have
loud.
enough foam.
Some mud devils. stab somebody.
So what that's for movie purposes.
In case you get attacked by a vampire.
That's it. I should take this out because I'll get shot by a police officer. They say, "Sure, what the fuck is that?" Dude, it's a piece of wood.
It's just my whittling stick, man.
That's really what it is. It smells good.
But another thing, bringing it back to the character,
like smoke.
the character side of things, the one thing that pissed me off the most about.
It smells like smoke.
It's not great.
We really need a webcam going so people get context of going.
No,
what's
no,
going
I think
on.
it's better. Theater of the mind.
Sure, but the one thing that pissed me off mostly about any of the characters is the mom, Emma, where she.
What about
Her
her
shit
exactly?
was so irrational.
Yes, she was. It was
Wow.
like
Wow.
we didn't get any
Wow.
flashbacks. Nothing containing any information about like, yeah, she was working with the Game of Thrones character the entire time.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden they're like, they're working together. We don't know that. You never saw that. She could be held at gunpoint for all we knew. But the only reason that the only reason that they would have known that is because she pressed the button or whatever.
Yeah, why did she hit the button?
Because she was on their side, but nobody knew. She was on the terrorist
So what is
side.
her agenda?
She had an entire monologue about it. Whenever she was video calling, she was Skype conferencing the people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that was okay.
Legit hers.
Yeah, she was talking
And that's why she went to the eco terrorists and be like, "Hey."
Man, she was a hostage, wasn't she?
at first.
They were-
First, but they played it. They played it.
I think that they were trying to play it out because her daughter was there.
Okay, I get it.
Either that or they converted
'Cause she had
her
a
in like
gun at
24
one point,
hours.
and she didn't take it from someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Either
That
that
makes
or they
sense.
just converted her over the course of 24 hours into their beliefs.
Entirely possible too.
Which happened like twice in the movie because she flip-flopped to being good again at the end of the movie. So
She
that
got brainwashed
probably
so much. Her brain is so
Well-
clean.
she's the
It's
victim in all
sweet.
this.
And then that's also when they found out that Ghidorah was an alien. She was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
She probably just broke mentally and couldn't comprehend anything.
Yeah,
I still feel like all three
I know
of them
I
could have
did.
survived
Mm-hmm.
if they tried just a little bit harder. Like, throw it off somewhere. Or like there's so many movies of where, like, somebody will throw, like, a brick on a... and there's all kind of rubble. She could have put it in the Humvee or whatever, threw a brick on the gas pedal, and then it could have been going off, and it's on merry way, and then Ghidorah's like, oh, what's this?
My take on that moment was that she knew that that Ghidorah would be fast enough to catch up to that plane that everybody was in, her family was in. So I guess that she just wanted to separate them because if you notice, Ghidorah was heading the opposite direction of them.
But she,
Ghidorah would have clearly caught up to that airplane.
I just remembered something funny. You remember when they're in, like, the big mothership? Not an alien ship, just, the mothership.
The big ass
Yeah.
stealth bomber type looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at one point, like, they have
Yeah,
an
it's just so
osprey that's trying to land, but, like, it's jammed. So he releases the other osprey that breaks open the cargo bay door.
Mhm.
And the one guy's like, what are you doing? You remember? Like, he tackles him, basically.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Yeah. It's
They're
like, he panics so
it's
much
like, it's like
over...
watching two kids fight over something. And when, and they're like fighting over the control. No.
When clearly that was the right thing to do to open up the hatch.
I don't know what to do. We have these two
Look,
humongous
was he concerned about, like, the cost of an osprey? Because I
Surely
can't
not.
blame him. It's pretty expensive hardware.
I'm off to pay for this. No. He should have said that. Like, oh, that's so true, dude. I'd fight him too.
I'm kind of sad that there wasn't a single Storm Chasers reference whenever they were chasing Ghidorah,
Yeah.
chasing the hurricane.
Oh, like...
Yeah, like those fellers that chase the tornadoes.
It was a, God, fuck. How do they measure hurricanes?
Cats?
Yes, it was a Cat 6.
Isn't, like, the strongest we know of a Cat 5, and anything beyond that is theoretical?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's an exact quote from something, isn't it? I just read about this last night.
That's a YouTube
Really?
video.
Actually, yes.
And,
Okay.
and tornadoes can also go up to EF5s and EF6s is theoretical.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, what, they don't have categories too?
Oh, I just remembered something really funny.
What?
They're looking at the hurricane on the weather radar,
Mhm.
and they're like, we don't know what that is. And someone's like, I do.
Yeah,
It's Monster
yeah.
Zero. And then on the screen, it's like, boop, Monster Zero. There he is.
Yeah.
Like the computer knew, and it was just waiting for someone to name drop
They were playing
it.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
What is Ghidorah?
They had Pat Sajak walk up and like, bong. Was that your name?
I don't know.
Bro, you're right. It is.
Oh.
It is.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh god, but I love the environments of everything going on around, like DC
The
getting
environments were
destroyed.
cool. All of the advertising. Like
Yeah,
halfway
the Dunkin' Donuts getting crashed.
I made a joke to Ben about
Yeah.
that. Like, I turned to him, I was like, you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts after this?
Dude, there's so much product placement in this movie. There was Dell, CVS, Dunkin' Donuts.
What's that other monitor company? AOC?
Yeah,
AOC?
AOC was in it. There was a moment
I didn't see any Coca-Cola.
at the beginning of the movie they did.
Oh, yeah, but that was unrelated.
Yeah. That was Cinemark. That's
Yeah.
Cinemark's fault, not the movie.
Cinemarky Mark.
Cinecola. Dude, Rodan was such a bitch.
Dude, fucking Rodan like bowing down to Ghidorah.
That was cool.
And then he's bowing down to Godzilla. I was like, Rodan, why don't you just fall off, bro?
One thing that I kind of feel like is gonna happen because of the ending of this movie, where Godzilla wins, obviously, and he just sends out like shock waves to Ghidorah. He doesn't even use his breath really until like he starts eating him. But
Dude, that vor shit that was going on.
that was weird.
That
was when Godzilla
Do you
was
know what
deep
vor
throating
is?
Ghidorah's neck.
Oh, okay.
That was crazy. Speaking of deep throating, whenever
He deep throated the
power
electricity.
poles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Why did he just deep
I
throat
don't
that power
know.
pole? I didn't know we had electricity powers at that
And
point.
then he got
What?
I'm kind of slow.
He used his beams like
I
3
didn't-
or 4 times.
I didn't
before
put
that.
it together that was electricity, and he was getting electricity from the power grid. I didn't
He
put
even
that
has
together.
storms behind him.
Yeah, but
In
so does
him,
Hurricane
around
Monster.
him.
Well,
Monster Zero. Wait, isn't that Monster Zero? Wait,
Yeah,
who's Monster?
yeah, that's Ghidorah.
Oh!
Because remember they see him in the clouds and they see the three-headed.
Who did you think Monster Zero was?
I wasn't sure.
They still have a
I
fucking-
had just forgotten.
Godzilla.
I didn't put that together. Like, once they
Um,
revealed Ghidorah, Monster Zero was just gone from my brain.
I feel like they were setting up for the next movie, not with the post-credit scene, but with Godzilla having everybody bow down to him.
Yeah.
I feel like Godzilla having everybody bow down to him is kind of like Godzilla's in control now or something, and they're trying now. Next,
He's
they're
gonna
gonna have
take
to
the fight to them and go to space.
No, no.
They put it in a space suit and everything.
Klingons are gonna be in the next movie, controlling Ghidorah.
Godzilla, we got a problem on Mars. Right, dude.
He does that little jump dance from the old movie.
getting eaten.
No, but they set up the oxygen bomb and the oxygen bomb. Ghidorah's head, of course, at the end of it, the after credits scene.
Yeah.
Kong, or was it Skull Island?
Yeah, they showed
I saw
Skull
Kong
Island
in
a
there.
lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Kong. They even showed,
Oh,
like,
are
the
those one
backside.
and the same?
Yeah.
Kong and Skull. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where Kong's
'Cause
at.
I only saw Kong in there. I didn't know that was related.
What else was there?
They show a lot of Kong, and a Muto came back.
Who?
Just a
Yeah.
random ass Muto randomly comes out of nowhere, like
Yeah,
A
it shows
Muto?
a couple
that
of
thing
sauce.
with the long red eyes and the big arms
The
from the
mammoth?
first movie. No,
No,
not the
no.
mammoth. It was at the
Oh,
end
the
of the movie.
spider. The spider.
No, not the spider. it was there.
He's not wrong. He's just.
It looked like the mother Muto from the first movie.
Wait, it looked like a combination of the mother and the father Muto.
It looked like the
That's how
Muto.
childbirth works.
It looked like the
Yeah, well,
Muto
they
Prime from.
smash flesh together.
Speaking of that, I felt like the movie really suffered at a couple points from being PG-13.
Oh my God,
When he
the-
was like,
the-
they either come out to feed, to fight, or to something more intimate.
Or to
I
breed.
hated that.
Yeah.
That was awful.
And then
Just
they-
say fuck.
I really like.
You get like 3 curse words, and all they did was say "God damn it" when something bad happened.
I
Yeah.
loved it when they showed the two Mutos just kissing, not even doing anything like procreating.
Yeah.
They blurred it out.
Oh,
They blurred
yeah.
kissing.
That was so funny. I liked that. I did
that
like
was at the
that.
beginning of the
That
movie.
was
I
funny.
dug that.
The Congress hearing.
God.
For a Congress
I
hearing, there were
think-
only like 20 people in the room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the world's like gone to shit. There's giant
Oh,
monsters.
has it? Like people are shitting themselves over it? Well, obviously,
I
but
mean,
I didn't know it was so bad. They referenced something happening in San Francisco. I imagine that was a previous movie. Was it leveled?
Godzilla
It was.
2014.
They just leveled the city?
Are you talking about the beginning of the movie?
They mentioned something happening in San Francisco.
The date literally showed 2014.
As in what?
2014.
Godzilla 2014. The year on the head text saying San Francisco 2014.
The first Godzilla
I'm asking
movie,
what happened. You guys are just giving me a name.
He fought 2 of those Muto monsters in the first movie.
Okay.
which happened 5 years ago, the movie.
Yeah, and it destroyed the city.
San Francisco,
And
I imagine?
in that timeline at San Francisco.
That was their way of linking.
I didn't mean in real life.
What?
It didn't level San Francisco in real life.
I know, but I'm saying in their timeline, it was 2014 when that happened too.
Gotcha.
In their timeline, this is also 2019 in their timeline too.
Yeah, okay.
Which is cooler.
I remember someone was like 5 years ago.
But that was their way of linking the 2 movies together by showing that Mark and Emma and Madison were all there for some reason.
Okay.
But no one knows why. I mean, it doesn't really say if Emma was a part of Monarch at that point, or if they joined after that happened.
Because Monarch had been around for a long ass time.
Yeah. Oh, no,
I think it's funny that shit. What was the device called? Echo?
The Orca.
Orca.
Yeah.
Okay.
They called it that because of Wales echo
Yeah,
communication and stuff.
I
I'm just saying that because of
Oh,
the audience.
Sorry, audience. I thought that was kind of clever. So they established that it basically makes whatever sound they want, and it sounds like it's coming from a Titan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like indistinguishable.
Mm-hmm.
Then why does every computer on the planet know that it's the Orca device? Because it's like it's clearly labeled in blue every time they use the Orca on like the military computers and all that.
What do you mean? What's labeled in blue? Like alpha specimen?
Like
voice?
no, it's very clearly like Orca from this location. Like when it was on Ahab's screen and they were like, "Where's Magdalene? What's her name?
Mary Magdalene.
Mary Poppins." When they were
What?
like, when Mary Poppins stole the Echo and
Madison.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that
Yeah,
the one?
that's
I don't know.
that's the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I already forgot.
Oh my God, where were you going with that?
They were tracking him because I think I know what you're trying to get at.
No, hold on.
On why they was tracking
I'm
it or
off
how
point.
they was tracking it.
So Maggie from Simpsons.
From The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Madison.
Madison, that's the one. I said that
Marjorie.
last time too. When
my
Madison
God.
stole the Echo device, first of all, she was a hostage. She was under very little protection. Very shit hostage.
Yeah. And those
She
vents
stole
were.
the
That wasn't even a
Echo.
hostage. That was just how you want to come over and chill.
Babysitting.
Yeah.
So she stole the Echo, hooked it up into Fenway Park, where there was a lot of advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's where Dunkin' Donuts was.
yeah, well, it was shortly outside of it. I think AT&T was there at one
Yeah, it
point, or
was.
Allstate or something.
It was.
And it's like, from Ahab's computer, it shows like Fenway Park highlighted in blue, and it says Orca signal or whatever.
Does it show that on the TVs there or something?
Yeah,
never
like
noticed.
on
I didn't
Ahab's
notice that.
monitor. I just thought it was funny that the computers could distinguish between the two, but they're supposed to be the same.
That's weird. Like it didn't say like Godzilla's voice incoming or anything. It just said
it
Orca.
specifically said
Yeah.
Orca in this location or whatever.
Maybe it's just the signal
Well,
or something.
it's
I
always-
would really have to show
It's
a
always
picture just to
producing
get it
its
across.
an alpha, right? It's producing an alpha sound
Yeah.
that everybody reacts to. So maybe that's how they're tracking it.
That's weird. I wonder what sound. One thing that kind of got to me when Ghidorah first came out, when he first woke up, Emma used Madison used the sound to calm him down.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they use that again?
Did they use that to come?
No, they didn't use it again. They
Wait,
used it one
when?
time
in the beginning.
In the
against
beginning.
Mothra?
No. In the beginning when he first comes out of the ice, and they're
Oh, okay.
they're flying away, and
I
then they
didn't
used
think-
it, and they calm him down. Maybe it was just him getting distracted.
I didn't even think they used it to calm him down. I don't think it ever calmed him down.
Yeah, once
Then why did they use it?
I remember
Or they used it to
Ahab.
wake him up.
I know, but they played it again after he woke up. Because they ran away and then they played it again.
They used it to distract him from the others. Or that's how it took it. And like he got up and he seen that, and then that's when Godzilla came in and like sumo wrestled him a bit.
Why was the girl so scared to go to Mark during that standoff at the ice bridge?
I don't know. Maybe she thought that they would kill him or something.
And why didn't they?
I don't
they
know.
Have fully automatic weapons,
just had like
and he's
a little
got a pistol.
Yeah.
He just had like a little C9 or something.
Just a little shitty Makarov.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
They just didn't fire.
Yeah, that. Bunch of fire weapons down here.
That standoff.
It's too dangerous.
That entire standoff like bugged
Didn't
me.
make sense.
Yeah.
Just kill everybody. Like
everything
what the fuck
about
do you
that
need?
event confused me because it's like, why?
What was the point in all the dude, like the Monarch people even being there? They did nothing.
They really did nothing.
The only thing that happened that caused them to justify them being there is to know that Ghidorah exists and he's awake, which they already knew he exists, but it's just so weird.
There was like no protection at those outposts.
No.
Because Ahab just walked in, killed a few people. Well, Ahab didn't kill them. Ahab's crew killed them.
I thought they went in like covertly.
Dude,
portrayed as Monarch, and then they went ham.
Is that what happened?
That's the way I took it. I
mean, that's the only way it makes some sense to me.
When they got off, it never started out in a firefight. They got off in a way like a minute or two.
Oh yeah, true. They did just walk in the front door.
Right.
Okay.
Because even they even said
it was like a heist.
Because even though there was like saying to like the operators or whatever.
Okay, I get
like,
it now.
Hey, we're coming in. Blah blah blah. Like, oh yeah, glad to see you. Blah blah blah.
That makes sense.
Hope you don't kill us.
Did you notice, which I pointed out to you, but did you see the profile picture of that ice cube looking dude?
Yeah.
He was just like so angry.
Yeah.
Like he was generic war dude through the entire movie. Like his last moments were like him shooting off an MG, just so American.
A lot of the time he's calm, but then he show his profile picture and he's screaming in his profile picture.
Yes, and everybody else is just normal. Then this is just so American.
That was so funny.
Oh my god.
Was that the same voice actor for Chains from Payday? Some
Two
live
Chainz?
action stuff? No. Chains from
That's
Payday.
Ice Cube's son. I don't know his name, but that's Ice
Really?
Cube's son. Mm-hmm.
I noticed it
He
looked
played
very
Ice
similar
Cube
to
in,
him.
God,
Are we there yet?
NWA, or it wasn't NWA, or it was a movie about NWA. Fuck. I can't remember, but yeah.
Some good dead air we've got going now. Thanks for that.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
dude, you just like
I'm pretty bad about it.
you
too.
ruined the entire movie.
I changed my score. I'm giving it like a 3.
It gets lower and lower.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Hang on, dude.
Just play Pokemon Go real
See if
quick.
there's any good Pokemons around, dude.
But yeah.
I hope you lose connection to the server for the rest of your life.
But
That's worse than death.
But guys, I'm hungry. We gotta go get something to eat. But I definitely see that people, or I definitely think that
Okay.
English. I definitely think that people should watch this movie
Lapras?
if they're remotely related to Godzilla at all, because the OSTs harken back to everything.
What a sentence. If you like Godzilla movies, you should watch this Godzilla movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I just can't wait to see Kong versus Godzilla.
I bet we'll have more talking points after we eat.
About what we eat. We'll do a food review.
No, God, please.
Of
no.
Applebee's? Please, no. If that's where we're going.
That's what I'm planning on.
What?
Ah, you have to bleep that. Fucking
Ban! I'll bleep out everything but the cuss words.
Alright, cut her off.
Okay. See you guys later!